Listen, put your hands together. Come on, start clapping right now for comedian Silas!
Killer. All right, I first want to start off by saying, me and my wife, we just celebrated our 7-year anniversary. I don't clap too much though, because that's my choice to suffer. That's on me. It's my bad. It's my fault. I like to start off with something I call You're Deficient. Where I'm going to hold up this sign, and I'm going to need y'all to say all together, You're Deficient. So I'm going to do a test run. Y'all ready? Y'all sure? Y'all ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You're deficient.
Some of y'all got it. Some of y'all got that public school education. Y'all was like, I get it. All right, example number 1. Well, first, where are my church people at? Church people make some noise? Say it, man. Okay. All right, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about people that go to church all the time. Now, that's not me. I'm what they call an eye-level Christian. And if you are, you're going to be deficient. Like, for example, if you only go to church on Easter or New Year's Eve, that's where you got that one suit. Where you only go to church or a job interview. That's it. Fellas, let me hear you make some noise. Let me hear you say, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all the kings of deficient. I just want y'all to know. Like, for instance, fellas, if you own an apartment and the only furniture you have in it is a 65-inch TV and a laptop, all I'm saying is, take yourself to Rent-A-Center and get your furniture set for $10 a week. That's all I'm saying. And you're going to be paying for 20 years, but hey, at least you got furniture. Now, some ladies in here tonight, let me hear y'all say, ow.
Ow.
Y'all deficient too. Now, ladies, for example, if you eat off your man's plate before he even touches his food, y'all quiet on that. Y'all be having the nerve to critique the food. Talking about your food always tastes better. We eat the same thing.
Yep.
There's a few white people here too. White people make some noise. Y'all included as well. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all deficient as well. Y'all. Like, for example, if it's so cold outside, you can see your own breath, and you still decide to walk outside with a tank top, cargo shorts, and flip-flops on, talking about you warm-blooded. No, you white-blooded. Like I said, I'm married though, man. Me and my wife, we married 7 years, man. Can't believe it. When we first got married though, I got married to my wife and her son. More like the side dad in the relationship. That's because her son always trying to make me feel like I'm number 2. Now when we first got together, he had me storing his phone under this dude that mom dealing with right now. Last week I checked his phone. Now he got me stored under 3 clown face emojis. I'm like, I'm a clown times 3? I must be though, because I'm paying for the phone. That's the problem. Father's Day passed last month. He ain't give me nothing. Y'all wanna know what he got me? He got me a gift card that his real dad got him from Wendy's. Right. But it's the crazy part though. I go up to the line trying to use it, they only had 22 cents on it. I can't even get nuggets with that. They ain't even tax. But he's a teen. Y'all know how these teens are. I think that they brought these teens here just so they could just shorten our lifespan. I do. These teens, boy, I tell you. And they try to justify like he specializes in half doing stuff. He does. And then he trying to give you a justification for why he half did it. Like the other day I told him, vacuum the whole downstairs. Why I go downstairs and he only vacuum the living room? Talking about that's the only room we sit in. I went in this room the other day. He in there asleep. He laying on top of the comforter and the sheets. I was like, dude, I know you cold. Get under the sheets. I don't want to have to make my bed more than once. I'm telling y'all, look, when I pray now, when I say my grace, I don't even pray over my food no more because of him. I pray over the utensils. I do. I'm like, please, Lord, please bless these utensils that we're about to use. Make sure none of us get sick because this child refuses to wash the dishes. In fact, he told me he only washes the top part of the dishes because that's the only side we eat off of. And Lord, you know it's hard. You do. He half clean. He half wiped himself. You seen his laundry, I know. It's a team though. Anybody here got kids? Round of applause from people who got kids? Trust me, I know the struggle, I do. Y'all ever get jealous of your kids though? Oh, just me? Just me? Okay. I'm jealous because they had things that I didn't have coming up. Like they got name brand tennis shoes. I had knockoffs. So you had knockoffs too, you get it. Right. And you can always tell the shoes was knockoffs because the shoes ain't even come in a box. They were just tied together by the shoestring on the rack. And these kids don't understand how spoiled they are. Because when I was coming up, it was never about what the kids wanted at all. It was whatever the parents brought home. Here's a pair of mm-ms, not gonna play. And you better not storm off when you get them no sirs from Walmart. Man, one time my mom bought me a pair of Zips tennis shoes. They were basically knockoff Nikes. Because instead of the shoes, they had this big Z going across them. I hated them shoes. I used to stand on the corner and scuff them shoes up. And this is how bad the shoes were. They had a guarantee that if you don't grow out of your size, you can take them back and get another pair. So I scuffed them, she took them back. So I had to relive the same nightmare from the first grade to the third grade. And they had real thick soles like this. And they had no shoestrings. They had the Velcro that you had to strap across. So I was the only 9-year-old running around with orthopedic shoes on. Knees and back strong in the mud. Then my mom wondered why I got letters on talking about I was hyper at school. I wasn't hyper. I just stayed moving around so other kids wouldn't get a good look at my shoes. I was zipping everywhere. Zipping out of class, everything. I'm gonna stop before I blow my ACL and everything. Trying to be a better father though, man, than my dad was to me. And that's, yeah, thank you. So I'm gonna tell y'all, this is my testimony. My dad taught me how to lie, y'all. Especially taught me how to lie to women. Yeah. Like, I remember one time he was trying to press this woman he was seeing, so he convinced me to call him uncle, to make it seem like he could take care of kids in our heads. Look, that's how I was looking. I was confused, just like that. It's like, do I call you Uncle Dad? Like, what am I supposed to say? He was like, look, just do a good job, and I'll take you to get some ice cream afterwards. I was like, cool. But I really, really, really wanted to impress this lady from my dad. I wanted to help. So I did what any child would do when they're not being watched by their parents. I acted a fool. Oh, man. I came in with my new zips on, slid all over the daggone carpet, got the carpet muddy. My dad was trying his best to keep it together. He was like, sit down and have something to eat. I came over there with spaghetti. I didn't want it. I threw a tantrum. I was like, I don't want spaghetti. The fork went up and landed on the lady's shirt. My dad had enough. He grabbed me and said, boy, I don't know what's gotten into you. Why are you acting like this? I said, because you ain't my dad. I don't need to listen to you. Right, uncle? So when that nice lady left, my uncle never took me to get ice cream. But my dad did give me a whooping. Real bad whooping. Real whooping. Oh, man. And I'm married, man. Any married people here tonight? Married people make some noise. I can tell. They're like, look, shell shock. What day? What day is it? Single people, let's show them how it's done. If you're single and you ready to mingle, make some noise here tonight. Y'all see that, married people? They had what we had a long time ago. This is all hope. All hope. When you're married, though, you learn about your partner. You do. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about each other. You do. And you learn about things that you don't want your partner to learn about either. Like, for instance, you try to hide things. Like, I tried to hide my feet from my wife. I did. I hid it for about 6 months. But my mom put me on blast. She was like, you love him? You seen his feet yet? My feet bad, man. They seasoned. They got little layers on them. Seasoned. It's seasoning salt for the white people. Guys. They done been around. They done been around for a minute. Like, for instance, when Moses' brother was reading 10 Commandments, my feet was right there holding the tablets up. They was there. They done been around. Harriet Tubman was doing the Underground Railroad, my feet was holding the door open. But I tried to hide my feet. I wore socks. I wore gym socks. I wore gym socks with suits. I couldn't wear dress socks. I couldn't do it. I put them on my feet, ate them up. They looked like confetti afterwards. I wore gym socks naked. Now, fellas, y'all gonna act like y'all run around naked with gym socks on? I'm the only one, right? I wore my gym socks in the shower. I was in there scrubbing up and everything. But like I said, you learn a lot about your partner, you do. Like, my wife is smarter than me, I can say that. She is. Because she uses all kind of fancy terms I don't understand. But the other day she said to me, I'm gonna change the decor of this room. I was confused. I was like, decor? We got roaches? Man, I told the kids to stop eating in here. She said, no, that's decon. So let me try this again. Decor, like, ain't that like when you got a pimple? You gotta squeeze it to the core to get the pus out? She just walked out the room. But I do love my wife, man. Even though she's not here, I love her. She holds me down a lot. But during that quarantine last year, I almost turned my 2 weeks notice in on my marriage several times. I'm just being honest. Just saying. You know you're on bad terms. You always got your bags packed. None of y'all deal with that? Just me, huh? Or you look to start an argument so they can leave. They walk by, don't speak. Oh, you ain't gonna say that? You ain't gonna say that? Oh, forget it then, I'm leaving. That's right, this is the I'm tired of leaving luggage. You ain't got time to organize. Throw your stuff in the bag and go. Get up out of here. Here you go, bro. I know you might be in the doghouse from earlier. I don't know. I'll just say this. If you don't use it for that, if it's raining, you just cut the bottom out, put it over your head, you got a ghetto poncho now. Oh, man. Sometimes, though, you get into it with your lady, and you know you're going to go back, so you get your short stay bag. But you only put your key items in this one. Toothbrush, PlayStation, drawers, whatever you got to return in 7 to 10 hours. Whatever. Here you go, bro. Now you gotta get on level 6. For white people in the back, man, that's our luggage. Y'all probably got real luggage. I get it. Y'all don't have those problems. I understand. Just don't try to get on the airplane with that. Cause they kicked me out they kicked me out there. They said I was homeless, man. Guess I'm gonna leave y'all this last one, man. Fellas, I'm gonna say, man, be a father to your kids. It's important. It is. And y'all, yeah. And if you're in a home where the kids aren't yours, be a father to them as well. That's important as well. It is. Because I have a son that I didn't make, but I raised him. He is mine. I do claim him. I claim him. Trying to claim him on my taxes, but my wife was like, now with the stimulus money rolling around now. Make me lose my train of thought. Nah, but I got it. Now, me and my stepson didn't have the best relationship, but we figured out how to bond by playing video games. Now, the only problem is, this dude likes to trash talk. He be in your face, talking stuff. The other day, he did this cheer. And y'all probably heard it. He goes, U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. What, you ugly. Some of y'all was saying it, y'all on his side. Now see, I'm petty. I'm not gonna out trash talk me in the house, no. So if I do something good in the game, I do a cheer too. I said, I make her scream, I make her shout. That's why I be in and out your mama. I do want to say this though. Before I get out of here. This is serious though, y'all. I just lost my mom about a month ago. And I know she's watching this right now. She's laughing. She's enjoying it. And I just want to say I love you and thank you